Some of you here who are Christians, you know that you should not have anything to do with darkness. But some worldly people are too gifted for you to ignore them. Your consecration has not reached the level of avoiding them. So when you see secular artists who are high on marijuana, who are highly immoral, they show up. Christians are still struggling to take selfies with them. Excited. Some of you, you go to some programs where they profane spiritual things, but the gift this man have is so much that you act as if you didn't hear. So a comedian is mimicking tongues, making a mess of speaking in tongues. You know your spirit is grieved. But the next 5 seconds, he cracks another joke. You jump, you start laughing. At the end of the event, you go and hug him to take selfie. You don't even want to offend him by telling him, don't do that thing again. The power of gift. The Bible said in Proverbs 18:16, a man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men. If you want to have access, advanced kingdom, and do everything that a prosperous and impactful person does, one of the currency you can't joke with are the currencies of your giftings. Some of us, our giftings are so blunt that even when we try to use them, ourselves are not impressed. Europe today, the biggest religion is football. The biggest religion, football. Every weekend, more than 20 stadia packed with thousands of people to watch people dribbling themselves with football. They can't help it. You put an event on Saturday, you're on your own in England. There's a match. In fact, when you go to these cities, the size of the stadium alone, you will stand and say, what is this? And then when there is a match, the whole city is drawn. Even when match is over, environment, I was in Manchester the other time, everywhere was choked. They said, no, Manchester has match. And all these people came, they don't have work. These are people that on weekends, they pay double. So they all go to work, even Sundays. But when the club has match, if you like, multiply the wages by 10. What they see in that field appeals to their soul much more than anything you are going to pay them. Meanwhile, the believer undermines his gift. He trivializes his gift. He doesn't even remember he has one. Some of you seated here, if you sing, in 5 seconds, your voice will shift the atmosphere. But you have never sung. You have been a teacher for 15 years, going to work every day, singing nursery rhyme. You are a civil servant for 25 years. You have been promoted 4 times. Now you are on grade level 16. I'm not saying, I'm not despising civil service. Don't get me wrong. There are people whose calling is to the civil service. That's where God sent them to, because we need men of integrity there. But I'm saying, if God didn't send you there, make your capital and take off. Make your capital, go away. I was a teacher, sir. HOD chemistry, HOD mathematics at some point. Guess what? When the gift became sharp and the nations began to call, I had to remove the lab coat, because when I checked heaven, that was not where they sent me to. If I was sent there, I would have become a professor. But when I checked heaven, they didn't send me there. And I said, why will I have to wear lab coat every day? Augusta, live here. Sharpen your gifts, sir. That your tongue is $1 million equipment. You don't know. You have not just discovered one of the most expensive thing on earth is that red organ in your mouth, that tongue. If you sharpen your mind, 10 people can say the same story until you say it. You just share the story and they are wondering, hey, I heard this story before. How did you say it? Something is on your tongue. It's called a gift. Some of you, those your long legs is for sprinting. And some of you, that short leg is to trap ball. When you trap it, you can hold it there for 2 hours and you are watching. Don't despise your gift. You do it at your expense. Gifted men are begging for access where they should be celebrated. When they invited me 5 years ago to go to Agbo, oh, I came and they rolled out red carpet to the street. In fact, when we were entering the city, cars, there was a convoy waiting. Because I was coming from a nearby city, I said I don't have to go back to Abuja and fly. Cars were waiting. And when they were driving me, I was recognizing some of the roads where I used to enter bus 15 years ago as a youth copper. Struggling. When they now brought me to that street, I stood like this. They put a red carpet. I know that street. One day I was coming from Warri through Abraka. My money finished. It was on that street that a miracle happened. Somebody sent me 17,000 from Kanu. And I got the alert. Because if I stopped in Agbo, I wouldn't have had money to continue to Asaba. It was on that. So I know that road. Guess what? The church was on that road. When I dropped, I saw the red carpet. I walked in, everybody stood celebrating me. Tears almost came down. This same road 15 years ago, I needed to beg, but now something has come on me. Hey, this same road, when your gifts are sharpened, the places you were despised, you'll be honored. How did Joseph leave the prison? The same prison where Joseph was for 2 years. A point came, emissaries from the king came. Are you Joseph? He said, I am he. What did he have? The ability to interpret dreams. Things were rough, he kept his gift. The one that opened the door was the interpretation in the dream. Hope you know, in prison he should be depressed. Let no depression make you hide your gift. It is at the lowest moment that the gift becomes most strategic. The guy interpreted dream in the prison. That was where envoys came from the throne room. The king desires you. The Bible said until the time that his word came, the word of the Lord tried him. The king sent for to lose him, even the ruler of the people. He made him lord of his house. He made him ruler of his substance, to bind his princes at his pleasure and to teach his senators wisdom. What if Joseph forgot how to interpret dreams? What if Joseph was in prison and they said 2 people dreamt and he said, come on, don't disturb me? Who is talking dreams here? Are there dreams in the prison? He would have died there. See, any gift you have, in the name of Jesus, the grace to sharpen and to propagate it, it rests on you now. Please sit down. I'm managing time. I promised myself today I won't go too high, so that you need it. Your gift is a currency. How do you discover and activate your gift? Number 1, through service. When you are gifted, don't wait to be paid. Render it. Be volunteering, be serving. A day will come when, even if you volunteer, the excellency of your manifestation will be too much that they will know it's a sin for you to do it for free. Some people have not sharpened their gift, but they want to start by monetizing it. You don't have a platform yet. They say sing. You say, alabaya. Meanwhile, you are singing. Nobody's moved. That's not the time to expect money. In fact, if you do it for money, you have corrupted. Don't do it for money. But there's a level you will sharpen it to. It must attract money, whether you like it or not. Service. Nothing activates it like service. Peter admonished us in 1 Peter 4:10. He said, any gift you have received, every man that has received gift, he said, let him minister the same one to another as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. If you have the gift of telling stories, anytime they're acting drama, tell stories. You have the gift of singing, any opportunity to sing, sing. You have the gift to make people laugh. Anywhere people are depressed, make them laugh. Don't even wait for a stage, even at home. A point will come, the gift will give you a platform. But that's not where the glory is. Another point will come, you will become the platform. So you won't look for platform. Even if you go to a wilderness and stand there, the nations will come there. It's at the point when you become a platform that your gift can now have a financial value. Otherwise, you will corrupt it. Gift is a currency. Number 2, from service, then step into consistent exercise of the gift. Service gives you a platform to discover and activate the gift. Then you begin to consciously exercise the gift. 2 Timothy 1:6. This charge give I thee, O son Timothy, that you fan to flame the gift of God which is in you through the putting on of my hands. 1 Timothy 4:14. He said, give thyself wholly to these things, then your profiting, 15 and 16, shall be made manifest to all. If you have found a gift, exercise it. Exercise it. Number 3, when you are exercising, don't stop there. Get mentorship. Because there are ropes you may not be able to navigate on your own. Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpeneth iron, as a man the countenance of his friend. Get mentorship. And then finally, don't neglect it for any reason. Because as you are growing, a point will come, discouragement will come, oppositions will come. No matter the discouragement, see, you make people laugh. Somebody made you cry, you are crying. They say they need somebody here. Wipe your tears, go to the mirror, do like this, force yourself to laugh, then go and perform. If you neglect that gift, you will suffer in your tomorrow. Paul said, do not neglect 1 Timothy 4:14, the gift of God that was put in you by the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. See, gifts are so powerful that they can be natural and they can be spiritual. They bridge every realm of currency. I'm teaching you how to develop currencies. Money is one, but money is the least. Let your wallet have the currency of gifts. If they ask you now, what are the 2 predominant gifts in your life? Some of you don't even know them. And some of you know them, but you have not developed them enough to get the attention of your generation. Meanwhile, Gentiles come to your light. Kings come to the brightness of your rising. That's why you are submitting proposals, submitting applications. The doors are not opening. Let your gift shine. Even in the forest, they will find you. Currencies. And it is important because it is one of the quickest ways of advancing kingdom. Look at Joseph. He just stood there, interpreted Pharaoh's dream, gave him wisdom. This is what I do in the prison on a normal day. Say, here is no longer prison. This one that you did here now, has made you the second in command in Egypt. It was on the strength of that he preserved God's people for a generation. Israel would have died of hunger because there was food only in Egypt, and the point came, physical money finished. But you know what? You start spending gift when there's no money, because gift can produce money, and what money can produce. So when the food of Jacob and his sons finished, the gift of Jacob, of Joseph, was still flowing. And they brought 70 of them to Egypt, fed them for a whole generation. Some of you are shy to manifest your gift. You came and sang. People who are bad belly, they looked at you and they want you to be discouraged. When you are singing, they are doing like this. When they are doing like that, look up and sing with all your heart. They are not your audience. You came to give a charge. As you are talking, one went there, another one went there, others carried their phone as if they are doing more important things. Forget them. Angels too are hearing. Elijah said, before God whom I stand. Some of you, after you gave a charge, you now left. The whole week all you heard was, look at him. He went up there, they said he should talk Bible. He was just there talking all his pride and arrogance. That's why they will go nowhere. Check your heart. Is there pride there? If it's pride, Lord forgive me, I'm still learning. But if it is not, and you see that it's bad belly at work, the next time you come as a prince. Have you seen me come here with t-shirt before? No, sir. If you carry something, you know. You know. And if I choose to come with t-shirt, even the gift will overshadow it. Sharpen it, exercise it, don't neglect it. It will change you, sir. Some of you are here now because two people stood up 10 years ago and slandered you when you manifested, and you let that arrow stuck and remained. Today they are no longer in view, but that arrow has pulled you down. I stand here as a prophet in the name of Jesus. Anything that has shut down your gift, I command it to come out of you. Please sit down. Number 3, physical currencies. As I'm talking now, some of you are traveling to where they shot you with arrows and daggers. Who knows? By now you should have been interviewing people. Your platform should have been as big as CNN. But when you started, they say, who are you? All these people with big eyes. I've told you before, don't be ambitious, but at the same time refuse to be a mediocre. It is ambition if it is for self, but if it is for God's glory, the betterment of humanity before self, pour yourself to it. Let them say what they want. This is why we are backward in Africa. Our professors live here, go for academic seminars. Guess those who sit with them in those seminars? 23-year-old doctors. The ones who cannot be their graduate assistant here, they are their colleagues when they go for international seminars. And when they go there, they throw their parochial culture away and shake them like colleagues. But when they come back to Africa, who are you? It's no longer about intelligence. I'm not talking against moral values, but I'm saying we have made mediocres out of our generations. Let's proceed to moral currencies because of time. Number one moral currency: discipline and time management. Most of you don't know that the skill in handling time is a very strong legal tender as far as procurement in life is concerned. How a man manages time in itself is a currency. Some people are where they are because they wasted all their times. The Bible said in Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, it said to everything, it said there is to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under the sun. This is why those who know how to manage time, they cover a lot of mileage in destiny.